Alright, everyone, part 3. We are doing Tanya and Ross next. This group coming up is arguably the most difficult group in the game, but I will do my best to make sure that everything goes smoothly for you. So we're going to skateboard on over to the store here. Try not to hit your skateboard there on any zombies. If you do, it's not a big deal. You'll see Tanya, once the hand appears near her name, use punch her once to skip her dialogue, and then there we go. What I like to do is try on a hat, maybe put on a new pair of shoes. If for whatever reason you got hit a bunch during Carlito, there's a bunch of food here for you to heal up. I guess for a little bit of backstory here, Ross was saving Tanya from being kidnapped by Joe, a future psychopath that we have to fight, and he got shot in the gut. So that's what's wrong with him. In my humble opinion, Tanya is one of, if not the worst survivor in the game to deal with. Considering that even if you give her a chainsaw, she still gets stuck on every zombie. She is fairly aggressive to zombies in her general area. And also, if a zombie rubs up on her, she proceeds to do a pushing animation where she gets grabbed easily. So, she's a bit of a pain in the neck, but she ain't, you can make it work. And I have to remember which chainsaw is my weakest, which is this one next to the skateboard. So I have this one out, which is the one barely used. And this is the one that we're going to give to Tanya, and she'll be hanging on to it for the next couple minutes.
No way.
So this is just a lot of dialogue. Part of the reason why I don't like this group at all, because it's just a lot of talking. There you go. Give her the new chainsaw. Pick up Ross. Ross can somewhat take care of himself, but you have to pick him up and carry him if you want him to go to a specific place. He moves very, very, very slowly. I mean, obviously, he got shot in the gut. So we're just going to walk down here. Every time Tanya seems to stop, like, moving, just press the Y button and just tell her to walk forward. She'll, for the most part, be able to just walk through with almost no problems. She'll occasionally either swing at zombies or she'll get stuck on a zombie. Then you'll have to manually free her, unfortunately. We're going to go into the bookstore here and grab the skateboarding book, and now we're keeping it for the rest of the run, as opposed to just having it when we went to go get David in part 2. And as you can see right there, she got grabbed. That happens. Unfortunately, she is very frustrating to deal with. And fortunately, because of the draw distance that I brought up earlier in the run, she can somewhat manage to get herself unfree, but if she gets grabbed, sometimes she can just like stay there for a hot period of time. And because we have stock 7, we can actually go grab a SMG for a Cliff's fight coming up. I can get there without breaking my board too much. So there is a SMG spot right over here. What you got to do is you got to bring a zombie up here. These are not great zombie spawns here. Then jump up here and then grab the SMG. I like to keep it next to the chainsaw just so it's very easy to grab when we do Cliff's fight, but I'll go into more detail on that once we get to it. And hopefully with a good amount of luck, Tanya will manage to get here on her own, which it looks like she has. That's good. If she gets grabbed or if she gets like stuck somewhere, just like clear the zombies around her. She will occasionally swing the chainsaw at you, so keep that in mind. You don't lose any health or anything, it can be a little annoying. And again, as we're carrying Ross to where we need to go, pay attention to what Tanya's doing. If she swings at a zombie, or if she does that animation right there where she's like pushing on a zombie, she will get herself a little stun lock there. I drop Ross right in front of the window here. Try not to hit Ross. I mean, we're gonna give them health anyway here coming up. So if they do get hit, it's not that big of a deal. Just make sure Ross is there. And also, it doesn't help that Tanya's one of the slowest moving survivors in the game as well. So that could be a little frustrating too. See, see, she will swing the chainsaw at you there. Okay. Once you're here, pick up Ross again. And then carry him over to this little section right here with this poster right here. Gonna drop him here. Set a marker, like, right in front of the aisle there. And then we're gonna go trigger the Steven fight. Steven, fortunately, is pretty easy to deal with. You just gotta time it right. So he's gonna turn to the side here. You're gonna swing on him. He'll turn all the way around, and then just swing at him until he's dead. Easy peasy. Be careful with Tanya getting too close, because she will get messed up, if not killed, by that shopping cart. So now let's go get the medicine for Brad. And also, every time you go through a cutscene or you enter a loading zone, if you set a marker for them to stay somewhere, that marker will go away. So after that Steven cutscene gets skipped, just keep the marker over there. Not there, sorry. There, and they will stay there. If any of them are low on health, there's a thing of wine here that you can give them. Wine is arguably the best healing item in the game, so it'll fill them up to full almost immediately. Okay, give her back the same exact chainsaw that she had. When a survivor has a weapon, the amount of durability it has does not go down. So if you give her a completely clean chainsaw, it'll be completely clean when you get it back. So once she passes that corner, she's good to go into the loading zone. Now, this part can be extremely tricky. We're doing what we did in order to get to the store. We are carrying Ross, going where we need to go, and keeping an eye on Tanya. She's, like, not, like, moving at all. And with luck, she will not get grabbed all that much, if at all. But this is kind of a cross your fingers moment here, because sometimes she will just get grabbed, and it'll ruin it completely. That's one of the bad RNG elements of this run. If she gets smacked around, that is not that big of a deal, because where we're going, we're going to despawn a majority of these zombies anyway, so she should be able to just walk through completely fine. We're going to walk to the entrance to the park. And we're going to drop Ross right here and then make a marker, just so he stays there. And as we can see, Tanya's swinging at zombies, but she's not getting grabbed. That's the more preferable thing. And as you can see, boom, she is walking here with a clear path. Now we're going to wait a little bit, because you want to get Tanya to a specific spot to where, when you go in to fight Cliff, if the survivors are in a different loading zone, they slowly take health away. So you want to get her to a spot to where, when you do kill Cliff and come back, she's not too far away. I like to do, like, a little bit past the dumpster, like, right there. And we're going to do the Cliff fight. Cliff's fight is somewhat straightforward, but he can be annoying depending on the type of attacks that he does. So you're going to turn around, swing him once, jump. That can sometimes happen when you shoot him with the LMG. The LMG, excuse me, the SMG. What the SMG is supposed to do is it's supposed to cancel him running into the hole, and he's supposed to come back and attack you again. As you can see, this is actually kind of preferable what's going on here. Sorry, my speech impediment is kicking my ass today. And there we go. That's actually a really good Cliff fight. If he manages to jump down into the hole, just leave the zone and then come back, and then he should do that running towards you every time. And then just keep doing that over and over again if you have to, if he keeps running back into the hole, and then you just kill him with the chainsaw. Easy peasy. Once he's dead, pick up the machete. You don't need the SMG anymore, but I'm going to keep it just for this section. Make a marker there, and then go over here, and then get these survivors. Talk to Josh. He's the closest to you. Talk to him once, and then open these doors so they don't get stuck on the doors on the way out. And then you're going to come back, and you're going to clear these zombies for the people. For the survivors. As you can see, Tanya's low on health again. See, what you can do is that you can grab this snack here. I'm going to replace my SMG, I guess. Because I didn't realize Tanya's health was that weak. So she's going to eat the snack. There we go. Her health's a little better. Who wants the machete? Here, I'll give that to you. Rich, you can have a 2x4, I guess. Make sure everybody's here. I didn't even give him the 2x4. Okay, set a marker for them to run down there. Give Barbara a 2x4, I guess. Oh, yeah, also, something else to keep in mind. Tanya's AI, or her pathing, is tied to Ross. So wherever Ross goes, Tanya goes. So if you tell her to go somewhere away from Ross, she will not go. She will only follow Ross. Just keeping an eye on those survivors at the bottom. If they stop moving, just tell them to follow you, and they should go with you. Apologize for all the stuttering, by the way. My speech impediment is kicking in today. It's usually fine. So the path I like to take is this one here, because there's not a lot of zombies. The one over there closer to the wall, like once you get closer to it, has a lot more zombie spawns. So I don't like using it. Rich just ran into Tanya's back there. If you need to, if you don't trust yourself to keep them this close, you can just keep them more in a tight-knit group. You're not really, like, desperate for time here. As long as you, like, get them to where they need to go, you should be fine. God, Tanya moves so slow. Tanya's arguably my least favorite survivor. Okay, once they get past that corner there and they're on near this wall, they are good to go into the loading zone. Okay, so once you enter Paradise Plaza, you're gonna clear all these zombies out, or a majority of them from that, and you're gonna tell them to go. Just run down in that direction. If this goes right, this is way faster than just taking them up the stairs. And it is a pretty high likelihood that they're gonna get grabbed. Barbara's gonna yell, "Please help me," and that's normal. And also, while you're in this section, you want to be on the lookout for a queen. You want a queen for this section because we need it for the next group of survivors that we are going to rescue. And also, something to keep in mind is that when survivors get grabbed... Sorry, Ross. When survivors get grabbed, all the other survivors in the area will stop walking. So... if someone gets grabbed and you're wondering why no one's moving, that's why. Get going, Barbara. There you go. This is actually pretty good zombie spawns. I'm not gonna lie. There's not a lot of zombies, which is good. Sometimes it is packed to the fucking brim, and unfortunately you know, have to free them or do what you gotta do. And as it's looking, there's no queen spawns, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it's not that big of a deal. It does kind of suck, though, because we kind of do want a queen. Now, Tanya's all the way back there. Come on, Tanya. She's not getting stuck on everything, which is a good sign, but still. I am looking around. I don't see a queen. That's actually bad RNG. It's pretty likely that you'll get a queen here, but if you don't, you know. If you want to, and you really just want to do the next group of survivors the optimal way, what you can do is that you can just enter the zone and then come back out. And then make them wait. And then you can search around for a queen, if you're so desperate to. I might do it anyway, just for the sheer fact that I kind of want to show off the optimal way to do this. And there we go. There is one here. Oh, there's two. Wow. Very nice. Okay, so we're going to go back into the warehouse here to just rescue them. I do have a queen, so we're all good there. I kind of wouldn't worry about Ross's health either, unless it's, like, under, like, the letter R. Once it's under the letter R, you can maybe get a little concerned about it, but if you want to, like, be more safe than sorry, you can break open the boxes, and you'll either get a zucchini, a melon, or a bag of vegetables, or frozen vegetables. And you can just use that as the healing item. So we're going to do what we did for the last group of survivors. We're going to open the elevator, not dodge roll into the elevator. That's not what we want to do. Set a marker inside. And this is very important. Swap out your chainsaw with Tanya's. Because this is a completely clean one. And we will be using this for the rest of the run. See, it's amazing. Even if you give them, like, very good weapons, they will still get themselves stuck. It's quite impressive. I'm sorry that I hit you to free you. It had to be done. Sorry, Barbara. Also, be careful when you're swinging your chainsaw at the survivors, too. They can take a good amount of punishment. But, you know, not that much punishment. If you're doing New Game Plus, it takes like 3 or 4 hits with a chainsaw and they're dead because you're max level and you have max damage. So send them over to the vent. If any of them are low on health, you can try to break this open. I got a sickle, so nope. Not good enough. Place Ross right in the center of the platform, and he should be able to get up on his own. Be patient with Tanya, because she is very slow walker. Okay, they're all up here. Okay, very good. So right before you give Jessie the medication, take a picture of her. That's the erotica photo we need for Kent's challenge. And I forgot to do the skip tool. Excuse me for just 1 second. There we go. And what I like to do is like to change into the blue outfit. It just looks better. Skip this, and there we go. And I guess just for the sake of it, because it's only 3 people, I am going to do the next section as well. The next section is Pamela and Heather. Get off me. Heather and Pamela are just in the Paradise Plaza. They're literally basically right in front of you. So you go to the right here. Pamela is completely surrounded by zombies. So what you want to do is take out that queen that you found. If you don't have a queen, just use your chainsaw. Just clear out the path. Kick into the store. Punch Heather once, and then that's just skip her dialogue, and then you should be good to go here. Pamela's in the corner. I don't know why she's in the corner. She has not done that. And she's floating. Wow. She's walking on water. Break all these glasses, just in case Heather doesn't want to come down. And she's going to jump up, and Heather should jump down, hopefully. What is going on here? There we go. Okay, that just took a second. Pamela is very, very stubborn in that you have to tell her to come down multiple times. She might be worse than Tanya when it comes to actually getting her to do something, but thankfully, this escort is kind of straightforward, and it's not like you have to carry them across the entire mall or something. You kind of have to, but it's fine. I actually didn't mean to do that. Tell them to keep following you. Pamela more than likely will just stop moving altogether for no reason. So just keep telling her to walk towards you. You should be able to get her fine. Okay. Now, once they're both around that general area, it should be good enough for them to cross over. Just continue to clear the path for them, because think of it as you're, like, guiding a bunch of puppies to, like, the other side of a house. Think of it that way, you know? They're going to get themselves hurt, so you just clear the path. Once they're past this line here, they are good enough to cross into Alfresca. You're probably thinking, Alfresca, what the hell? Don't worry, we have a safe thing for this. So go into Alfresca. Set a marker at the door. This step is kind of important. And then just skateboard across the other way. We're going to go get Gordon. Now, this next step is pretty important, so I would advise paying attention or practice a couple of times. Since you have the skateboard mag, you have a kickflip move. What you need to do, you need to kickflip Gordon into the corner. Not away from the corner, but into the corner. Then once you do that, hit these cash registers, and then go into the corner. Now, if you did it right, he should just manually jump over on his own. If you shoot him away from the corner, he will continuously run into the opposite corner, and then you have to push him to the counter. So that is very important. Gonna talk to him. And do not press Y. Do not tell him to come to you, or just don't touch it. Now what we need to do, we need to guide Gordon to the opposite side. And unfortunately, that's easier said than done. Be careful not to hit him with the chainsaw. I like to use this chainsaw just to preserve some chainsaw hits, but you don't have to do that. You can just use your regular chainsaw. It's not a big deal. I just like doing this. Where is Gordon running to? He's running to the opposite side. That's not where you're supposed to go, buddy. Okay, now he's in a panic state. And that's a queen. I would use this. Keep an eye out for queens. That it will help in this area dramatically. Thankfully, he's in a panic state, so he'll actually run his ass all the way back there. He's getting a little smacked around here. Queen. There we go. If you don't have a queen, just use your chainsaw or jump kick or do what you need to do. If any of them are low on health, there is a restaurant over here with orange juice. So keep that in mind. I don't think Gordon made it. Hold on. Oh, he did. Wow, okay. So he was just closer to the statue. That's good enough. Now tell them to follow you. And also, you have to do this section a little quick, too, because Kent's photo challenge is very time-sensitive. It's in between 12 and 1. And you don't have to answer the call, either. You can just go there. And as you can see, boom, it just popped up. Emma's lagging a little bit behind, but it's not too bad. Okay. There's a fair amount of zombies here. Just throw the queen. Tell them to go towards the door, and then skateboard away to Kent to give him the photo that you took of Jesse in the security room. There can be a bunch of zombies here, so keep that in mind. Just kill the zombies, or try to get him as close to this general area as possible. Okay, you're going to talk to him. You're going to skateboard in. You're going to grab the construction book. That allows our chainsaw to have 3 times the amount of duration, so it'll be used throughout the rest of the run. Select Jesse's photo. And very quickly, drop your board and grab a new one. Jump over the counter or bonk over, whatever you got to do. What is going on over here? They didn't go where I told them to go. Oh, wow, Pamela got herself unstuck. That's actually nice. And remember when I talked about the potted plant earlier? They will unironically get themselves stuck there a bunch. It is quite annoying, to say the least. I thought I told them to come with. I guess I didn't. And now you're just going to guide them back. Just make sure they're not getting stuck on anything. They're not. There is a chance that they will get stuck on this section here. Just clear it out. If they do. Not a big deal. Send them over to the vent. And there you go. And that's this group. And now you're going to go do this cutscene. Or I believe girl hunting. Yes. And that's that for this section. Join me for the next part.